5 ways to regulate your body's pH with baking soda. An incredible number of microorganisms inhabit your body, which proliferate and survive in harmony when you maintain a healthy lifestyle. They can become very harmful, however, when you alter their environment through food choices, the use of certain medications, and exposure to environmental contaminants. The problem is that most people ignore the level of acidity in their body and only pay attention when one or more diseases have already developed. Because of this, it's essential to follow a regular detox diet and try to consume more alkaline foods. Fortunately, you don't need to invest huge sums of money to find an effective method to balance your pH. With an inexpensive and popular product like baking soda, you can make a series of remedies that will help you achieve your goal. Want to learn more? 1. Baking soda and water. Mixing baking soda with water is one of the most popular ways to regulate the pH of your bloodstream and facilitate the removal of any toxins it contains. Consuming this compound stops heartburn, acid reflux, and other symptoms that appear when your acid levels are higher than they should be. Ingredients: 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 grams. 1 cup of water, 200 milliliters. What should you do? Dilute the baking soda in the cup of water and drink it on an empty stomach, or after consuming a large meal. You can take this dose up to 3 times a day, but exceeding that could have side effects. 2. Baking soda and lemon. The combination of baking soda and lemon juice gives you an effervescent beverage with alkaline properties that help you cleanse your body. Although the lemon is naturally acidic, after consumption it turns into one of the best ways to regulate your body's pH. Ingredients: the juice from half a lemon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 grams. 1/2 cup of water, 100 milliliters. What should you do? Squeeze the lemon juice and dilute it in a half cup of water. Add the baking soda and wait for the initial effervescence to pass. Drink this as quickly as possible, once a day. 3. Baking soda and apple cider vinegar. This natural recipe has a pH of around 7 and is recommended to increase your energy levels throughout your body. Because it elevates the pH of your bloodstream, it's an excellent method for eliminating toxins and other substances that can lead to disease. Of course, it's important that you only use organic apple cider vinegar, as the refined products don't have the same beneficial properties. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 10 milliliters. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 grams. 1 cup of warm water, 200 milliliters. What should you do? Dilute the apple cider vinegar and baking soda in a cup of warm water. After everything is well mixed, sip it slowly, preferably on an empty stomach. 4. Baking soda, potassium carbonate, and citric acid. Because lots of people have trouble with sodium and may not be able to take advantage of the previous recipes for regulating their pH, we want to share a special formula that balances the salt levels in your body to decrease fluid retention and promote detox. It's important to remember that you should only consume this on an empty stomach, because if you wait until after a meal it could cause diarrhea. Ingredients: 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, 0.6 grams. A pinch of potassium carbonate. 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid, 1.2 grams. 1 cup of water, 200 milligrams. What should you do? Mix all the ingredients into the cup of water and ensure that they are well diluted. Consume this by sips, a maximum of 2 times a day. 5. Baking soda and lime. Limes are another citrus fruit that help cleanse your bloodstream and balance your body's natural pH. Their properties, combined with those of baking soda, result in a perfect recipe to alleviate acidity, gas, and stomach pain. Ingredients: the juice from 1 lime, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.2 grams. 1/2 cup of water, 100 milliliters. What should you do? Squeeze the lime juice and mix it with the baking soda in the 1/2 cup of water. Consume this as quickly as possible, a maximum of 2 to 3 times a day. Remember, the remedies listed here shouldn't replace any medications that are prescribed by your doctor, and you should only consume them in moderation. In order to obtain the best results, it's a good idea to increase your consumption of water as well as foods that have alkaline properties.